Stuffing things.
Stuffing things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that long.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a convenience store named Stuffin' Things.
We should make a convenience store and name it Stuffin' Things.
Is that what we're doing now? Just like the company is just making convenience stores named Stuffin' Things.
Siren Studios presents Stuffin' Things. The convenience store
we can build a convenience store across the shack.
for everyday gamers. See, I've already got it off.
Oh my.
We should do it. We should do it. I'm telling you.
So the other day in class, my professor was telling us, asking us, how many of you guys know the full name of all 4 of your grandparents? Okay, most of the class raised their hands. And then he goes, okay, how many of you know the full name of all, 8 of your great-grandparents? And, no one could actually, name them. So he went on to say, that just goes to show you that in about 5 generations, 3 generations, proof that you ever existed is gone. And you would be nothing.
Aha! The great thing about that is I can refute it as an artist because you guys still have my artwork to say she existed and she made that. True. So, bam! Still here.
He basically said we're gonna amount to nothing.
Yeah, no, not me. I still got my artwork. You can't do anything not to prove that.
You ain't getting rid of me.
You ain't. You guys are stuck with me. Sucks to be you guys.
Nah, you'll make fabulous art. Everyone go buy Corey's art.
I went and I posted up a really cool picture of Kyle Graflowski.
Oh, yes.
And nobody liked it, and I was so upset. I had
it's difficult.
4 notes, and I was like, okay.
It's difficult to do that stuff on Tumblr because
It
it's
took
all
me
about
3 days to make.
It's about timing and how you post it, who's following you. You know, it's really hard.
I just posted for the fun of it because I was like, I'm really into South Park now, so I'm going to make pretty art of Kyle because he's my favorite. He's the one that's most humane, I think. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that took me 3 days to make with no outcome after it. But it's up there, and you can't get rid of it, so sorry. I'm sorry for those who didn't like it. Beep, beep, beep. So pretty. This is going to take forever. So I'm just going to break it until I can actually place.
Blah.
You couldn't stop me.
Okay, why are you still going though?
Because I turned a corner.
Oh.
Is this not a square?
I didn't see you turn a corner.
Because you suck.
You suck.
Aw, now it just got mean.
So it's fine saying that I suck, but what? No.
Oops. I was like, why am I not moving? Did I miscount?
Did that box come like that?
What?
I'm pointing at a box in her room. It's like a plastic box with pansies on it.
Yes.
It came like that? Oh, it's so pretty.
I thought you were calling other people pansies. I'm like, that's not nice, Nickole. I got really offended for a second, and I was like, oh no, wait, that's a flower. That's a thing that exists, right?
Yes.
Oh. Wow. I miscounted.
You were so off. You were so off.
Why are you singing the Song of Storms?
No.
Are you trying to kill us all?
Maybe. I'm still thinking about it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Don't joke about that stuff. I'm sorry.
Whoa. What is going on? I did count that right in the beginning.
What did you do?
I don't know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Why do you do that? Why do you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3?
Oh, because the 1, 2, 3 is for like that little area where I dig out the hole to go down to the next floor.
Okay. You were 1 off.
Okay, well, is it okay to be 1 off?
It's fine. It should be fine.
There. Now we don't know. Okay, well, we're good.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not fun. We had it planned out.
Nah.
Yes.
You gotta be spontaneous in life sometimes. Deal with what you got. When life gives you lemons, you make a lemonade.
No, you don't make lemonade. Make lemon grenades.
Lemon grenades. Where are you gonna get the other stuff from?
Then you burn people's houses down with them.
With grenades.
Yeah.
Grenades explode, not burn.
Yeah, and then you burn. Do they not make things burn after they explode?
If there's anything
Do
in
you
the
not
area
know-
that can...
Cave Johnson! Cave Johnson!
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Portal, come on. I'm making the references for you.
I haven't played the game fully.
I'm setting you up. I'm setting you up.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. This takes too long. I don't have patience. Nickole.
I can't do anything. I'm just watching you.
Entertain me.
So once there was a person.
Boo.
Fine, if you don't want to hear my story, fine. Be that way.
Okay, I will. Breaking down all the blocks.
I'm just not going to talk to you anymore.
What about the video?
I'm sure they would like to hear my story. There's gold. Does that mean there's maybe lava nearby?
There could be. We have to be careful not to burn down our floor.
Yeah.
But me and Alex had this really good idea where in the dungeon, in the torture chamber,
we have lava.
It'll be lava, and then we'll put glass over it for the floor, so
Okay.
you'll be stepping on it.
True.
But
Interesting.
it'll be like a pattern, so you'll have it going to like certain areas of the torture chambers and stuff.
I would also like to have just a random drop over under the glass, just so that you see eternal darkness.
Eternal darkness. Will we break through the bedrock for it?
Maybe.
That'll be dangerous, though. We're gonna have like a trapdoor or something.
True.
Because one of us will fall through it. I know. Be there torturing.
I'm just wondering how long this bunker is going to last.
Probably pretty long. I mean, you know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Ugh. Please excuse my nose. I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's being a nose.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't know why it's running.
it's not like broken or anything.
Thank God.
Yes.
Well, I don't want my nose broken.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can go for like days without knowing that it's broken. My cousin
Really?
did that. She broke her nose on a boat, and then she went.
On a boat.
Yeah, she was on her friend's boat, and they were dancing. She slipped, broke her nose. They say that she broke her nose, and it healed without a cast or anything. Which it can do, so.
Yeah.
But all she had was like a bloody nose, so. That was pretty scary, and then I was like, wow, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be able to handle having a broken bone. I don't tolerate pain well.
It's not that bad.
Have you broken something?
Yes. My left foot,
Jesus.
the 3 toes, I broke each toe in 2 places, so I had 6.
How? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
I was in middle school,
Uh-huh.
and I went to a soccer match
Nickole,
to watch
you worry.
my brother play, and I was wearing sandals, and I kicked a basketball with the sandal, and so the basketball kind of like got trapped in between my toes and the sandal.
Oh.
I just pushed them all back.
Oh, that sounds so painful.
And
God, I am not.
so, like, I was there with just my dad, and dear Lord, my dad. He didn't know what to do, so he pulled on my toes. So I went into shock from the pain. And, like, I didn't cry or anything. I didn't feel anything.
No?
I went numb.
Oh my god. My chest hurts just thinking about that. Like, I feel panic in my chest just thinking about that.
Yeah, like, I started crying after my dad was driving us. Like, we were near my house already, and I was like, oh god, that happened to me.
Oh, like, the realization.
And I had to wait
in.
until the next day to be able to go to the ER.
Why?
Because it was really, really late at night, and we were just like, it's best just to wait.
No, it's not. You go.
So yeah, I got a cast. It was purple.
Oh, purple.
And I had it
Why not orange?
Funnily enough, my favorite color was purple back then.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It has not always been orange. But yeah.
It's really hard to imagine.
I had it for like almost
much.
2 months. A month and a half, maybe.
That's
I
not
don't
bad.
know.
People have theirs for like years.
Yeah. Well, years.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's bad enough.
Well, I guess if it's severe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, like crutches and like my teacher at the time would call me her cripple. That was wonderful.
Oh my god.
I got to use the elevator a lot.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Although now that we're in college, I guess it's not so nice considering that
we can do that anyways.
Yeah.
I take the elevator to the second floor. I just can't. I'll take it going down, no problem. But going up, I need to take an elevator because I'm lazy.
I don't take stairs. I just don't do that. I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm good without them. Stairs are terrible.
Like,
Working
in
out
the
is
parking
terrible.
garage, I'll park on, like, the 5th floor because there's nothing. I'll walk all the way down, but going back up, I'll take the elevator.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
so
know,
weird.
for whatever reason.
I don't use stairs at all. I just take the elevator. The good thing is like, ours aren't terribly crowded ever whenever I use them.
Okay, yes. If the elevator's crowded or if it looks shady,
Oh, ours always look shady.
I do not take that because I don't want to be stuck in an elevator probably wanting to go to the bathroom knowing me. And I'm just going to be stuck
every,
there.
Like, 5 minutes.
I'm going to be stuck there panicking, probably with some weird stranger who's going to try to make conversation. I'm going to be like, stop. I'm trying not to hyperventilate.
You are making things worse. Go away. Stay in the corner. Don't talk to me.
My phone will probably be dying as always. And
What? Your phone, man. Your phone gets you in more trouble than you do. Don't give me eh. You know it's true.
Yeah. I mean, I was also traumatized. I don't know if I should. Okay, whatever. I watched the news once or something, and it was like a story about how a while back an elevator snapped and basically while people were getting in, so it kind of
Yes, I think I remember that.
like cut them in half in a way.
I think I remember that.
So after I had read that story for a while, I was like, no elevators at all.
No.
I was too scared. And if I had to get in one, I would run in and out of it.
I used to be really scared of escalators, only because when I was little, my mom had me, like, carrying a bunch of shit, and she was like, okay, come on, we need to get up on the escalator, we're ready to go home now, and, like, she always parks on the top of the parking garage because I'm an idiot and tell her to do so. So I was carrying, like, a bunch of stuff. I think we had, like, wedding gifts or something. I don't know what it was. It was gifts, and, like, she had me carrying it all, and I put one foot on the escalator and one foot stayed on the ground, and I was like, this will not end out well for me. And I almost got, like, you know, turned into a,
Corey, you're making a mess.
I don't know what I could use as an analogy, but yeah, I made a split, and I got really scared, and I wouldn't go on them for, like, ages after that. So, yeah, we've all been...
I mean, like, you know, in those cartoons, I don't know what cartoons I was watching as a child, but, like,
Cartoons were violent.
The part where the escalator meets the floor, and it just kind of goes under to recycle itself or whatever. I was always scared I would get sucked into that and die.
I mean, it was a really rare chance that it would happen, but it could happen. I mean, there's been weirder cases.
Yeah.
You say it with such, like, I guess...
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it in this world. A lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah. Oh, I got scared. I was like, is that daylight? I don't know why.
Okay, you have to break that out. I was like, whoa, it looks so short.
This is going to be how tall it is. Come on, Nickole. Don't you know?
Don't you know? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me. I can remember the lyrics.
Really? You couldn't remember the lyrics?
I was gonna say cool or fun or
I mean,
something.
if you wanna make it, safe, I guess you could say that.
Safe?
Well,
Hot is not safe.
No. To some people it's not.
Uh-oh.
To some
I just
people
rubbed my eye and I had, like, some makeup on.
That's why I don't wear makeup.
I probably look like a raccoon now.
Nah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Maybelline, it works.
I once tried to use their mascara and it didn't work for me. And I was like, why are you clumping up on me? Now I'm mad.
I guess you have to buy certain type of, whatever.
I don't know
I'm not gonna get into makeup talk.
I don't know makeup. I don't know how to wear it.
Can I put makeup on you one day?
If you want, I mean,
like
you saw me at prom. I looked weird with it.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I mean, yeah, if you don't like it, obviously don't wear it. Like, what's the point if you don't like it?
I tried. I did try. I will give it that much. I did try to wear some, like, avidly, and I just felt weird. Like, I wore it to school and I was like, there's no point. It's school. Why am I doing this? But I did try.
I don't know. I like makeup. It's fun. It's like war paint.
I think it's fun as well. I just cannot pull it off.
I don't know. I'm weird and I like to dress up and stuff. Like, not like dress up like costumes.
No, yeah. I
like
do
if
too.
I'm going to a party, like I like to dress nice.
Yes, I do too. But I just, like, I'll wear something really, really nice, but I can't put on makeup. I'm just like, I want to.
Well, I'll do the thing where I'll wear something really lazy and I'll play up my makeup just to kind of make it seem not as lazy. Or I'll do it the other way around. I won't wear makeup and I'll wear something nice. Like, or maybe both, whatever.
I would love to put on makeup, but I just can't. For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It sucks because, like, not a lot of people go, like, without makeup, so...
I mean, in the end, it's better for your skin not to wear makeup.
Yeah. That's why some people who wear, like, heavy amounts of makeup come out pale when they don't have it on, because they're not getting any sun on their face. I don't know. But, like, it's really offensive when, like, you hear somebody calling somebody else, like, homely or something because they don't have any makeup on. I'm like,
That's just dumb.
Hey.
I mean...
If they want to try to lay off the makeup, you let them lay off the makeup. Like, there's a reason.
Going with or without makeup isn't... At least, I think you shouldn't do it for anyone else besides yourself.
But, I mean, that's what makeup was originally used for, so that's how come everybody has, like, that thought process, like...
Oh, this could delve into such a conversation, and I don't know if I want to get into that. The other day, I was talking, I commented on something, and my brother made a dumb comment, so I got really, really fired up, and basically my mom was like, stop being so feminist, and I'm like, really? Really?
My parents are the same way. It's alright. They get that way. And I'm just like...
I got so heated.
My dad gets that way. He's like, why are you so serious about things? I'm like, because I can be.
About stuff and things. That's a convenience store. Why are you so serious about stuff and things?
Oh, I just want to have my own business, Dad!
Don't tell me how to live my life!
But, like, I don't know. If I'm like really avid about something, they just don't understand. So they get really upset because they're like, don't be so serious. And I'm like, I can be serious about this. Yeah. I should be serious about this.
Yeah, man. And not just that, just like anyone who's not the typical cis boy or cis girl have trouble.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Let anyone and everyone be themselves.
Yeah. It's true. And then
you're breaking so many holes everywhere.
You know what? It's gonna change into a wall pretty soon, so...
You kicked the TV.
I did. I'm that avid about it. And create all the holes I want.
It's a metaphor. Everything's a metaphor.
Oops. I got a little too avid about that. It's almost done. I work fast.
Is it? Is it really, Corey?
Well, I mean, clearing it out is... I work fast.
Hey, Janet, how was your day? I hope everything's well with you.
That's not the right way to say it. She meant to say, how was day, Janet?
Chish.
No, chish.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. Do you believe in it?
Nah.
No?
I mean, I believe maybe there was some animal that at the time people didn't know what it was.
I don't
and
know.
then this whole lore just...
I've seen some pretty interesting evidence.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
How do you explain the cows and the draining of the blood?
A horde of vampire bats.
Vampire bats, yeah.
I don't know.
There would be like tiny little teeth mark all over.
Maybe they all drank from the same spot.
Because they do that, right?
It's like, take your fill, Bob. I'll go after you.
Because they do that. It's like sucking on a teat.
You said that so pretentiously. On a teat. That's
what they do.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe there's something out there. Oops. I mean, I'm not totally... What just happened?
Oh. That's nice. I like that. I'll go with that.
I don't know, like, I have times where I'm just like, Bigfoot, nah, and then the other times where I'm like, maybe.
I think Bigfoot exists. They've found some pretty interesting evidence.
I mean, like, I don't know.
There's
it could be just some
attacked.
animal who's, I don't know. The whole thing with, like, Mothman and then all those lores and legends that they have.
I don't know.
Those mythical creatures.
I'm into the supernatural, so I guess I just, I go towards
I love it, too. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm willing to believe what I can.
Though especially I'm, like, very for the idea of creatures in the ocean because the ocean is so big and deep and we haven't explored a lot of it. So you don't know what's down there.
I don't. I'm sure there's something.
So that idea isn't too far off for me. Like,
no.
I'm very down with that.
Get down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness. Get up. You're down with the sickness.
Get up. We've sung that song. No regrets.
Yeah. The ocean. I actually wanted to be a marine biologist.
Really?
Yeah, because I love the ocean so much and water and just like look at how much we don't know about it.
Why didn't you become one?
Plants.
Did plants triumph over the ocean?
Yes, but they do go hand in hand.
They do.
Not an earth. I
could...
didn't want to be a geologist though, so.
Geologists, you have to be in school for so long.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with anything, just depending on what you decide, you can be in school forever or for a very long
for geologists, a geologist, it's especially long because you have to go to specialized schools to learn the trades. Like, if you want to study with volcanoes, you have to go to Hawaii to the specialized school so that you can study.
Yeah.
My earth space teacher was very avid about that kind of stuff, so because I guess he was a geologist or something like that in his day, so
yeah. He
was telling us the measures you need to go through, and like the schools aren't easy to get in either. So props to those who want to become geologists. You guys are fighting hard.
Actually, another thing that I was also kind of toying with the idea was being actually an archaeologist, because I also really like knowing about the past and trying to figure that stuff out.
It's great, isn't it?
Like, I don't know, I want it to be the stereotypical, like, I want to go dig up pottery from the ground.
When I was little, I also wanted, I had always had a passion for art, but I was like, I want to be like I want to be an explorer. I want to go out and see the world. And then
be Indiana Jones when I grow up.
No, Lara Croft. Close, but Lara Croft. I was like, that's my hero. She's still my hero. But yeah. I wanted to do stuff like that, and then I was like, yeah, I was kind of like, what are the chances I'll be able to?
Okay. I don't know, I guess you should just try your hardest while you're choosing and stuff. But I know you also really enjoy what you're doing now, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm made for it.
You've been programmed.
Pretty much. I mean, I've been drawing since forever.
Since the dawn of time.
I was born and I was drawing. That's just how I was. It was just like, I'm going to make a pretty picture.
You were born with art.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. I was lucky because my class got all the special classes that they would test out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got into, like, 4th grade, I had all these great opportunities, great art teacher, great music teacher. I had specialized computer classes that taught me how to type, so I know how to type pretty well.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, I was just lucky. My class got lucky, and they wanted to test all these teachers and classes on me and my class, so I was like, cool, I get to learn all the cool stuff. You guys suck. There's like 5th graders that didn't know how to type as good as I did, so I was like, you guys suck.
That's an interesting thing because my brother, he's a senior now, and he still has trouble working the computer.
Really?
I remember just last year, he would always ask me for help, like, how do I make a works cited page, or how do I make a PowerPoint presentation?
The works cited pages I have problems with. I can never remember.
Like, he didn't know how to change the margins or paragraph lines or anything like that.
You know why? Because how many times did you touch Microsoft Word when you were in high school?
A million times.
Really?
Yes, I wrote a lot.
The classes I had, barely. I barely touched that program.
I don't know. I kind of attributed it to the fact that our generation is more computer able than, funnily enough, the one that comes after us.
That's really weird though, because the one that comes after us is
they're very they're like 4-year-olds with iPhones in their hands, but
exactly.
That's the thing, like they're getting the easy way. So like probably programs that already have everything formatted for them, and they don't have to actually go in and figure out how to work these things.
I can understand. But it's so funny because, you know, they spend all their time on the computer. I'm not saying I don't spend all my time on the computer. I'm on literally all day. But they spend more time on their computers and their mobile phones than I do. I check my phone, I think maybe 5 times. Do you know what the average time to check your phone is for people of this generation?
How much?
Double that. 10 times per day.
Well, I mean, I check my phone every 5 minutes.
Right, and that's why. I barely touch my phone. So the fact that they have trouble working certain programs is really shocking because they're on the computer.
But also think about it like this. How many of them have the need to actually figure out how things work? They just want it to work.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they never had the time to go and touch the programs because...
And explore it.
I was barely given anything for Microsoft Word. To write an essay was, you know, people would groan and say, oh, man. But I'd turn to them and I'd be like, really, guys? We barely have an essay in this class. Why are you groaning now that we have to actually do something?
Yeah. So,
the fact that I barely got to touch it means that they're probably never touching it. Yeah, I don't understand why... You know, all the hours that they put on their programmings and their, you know, their tablets and their iPods and their iPhones. I don't understand.
What if there's like, I don't know, I always think about it, like, what if there's just a lack of curiosity?
There is. There really, really is. I've come across so many help, like, forums because I'm having an issue and I'm actually making the effort to go ahead and look for the answer. Mm-hmm. And I've seen so many help forums just for the simplest of stuff. Just like, how do I make it work because it's not doing the thing I need it to do? And it's like, bro, come on, really? That's like simple computer work that you can look online for. And there are older adults going, kid, just look at this help, you know, this help page.
Yeah. I'm always thinking about, like, in the future how, like, obviously technology keeps growing. So we're going to get to the point where our parents are at. We're just like, oh, this exists. How interesting. Mm-hmm. But we're not going to be, at least I think, we're not going to be as helpless as them because we're going to have the want to, like, try to figure out how it all works as soon as we get the thing, mm-hmm. the device or whatever. But then I see, like, my brother, he struggles keeping up with stuff. And I'm just like, whoa.
It's like they're reverting almost.
Yeah.
It's funny because...
In a way, they're kind of being spoon-fed, though, like, with some things.
Absolutely.
At least us, like, our generation, we were there for, like, the turn of the century. Like, we've been through so many, like, advances in technology.
The internet was being created by the time we were born. I thought about this, and I was like, okay, let me think about this. And I sat down, and I was like, I was listening to somebody talking about the internet, and they were saying it's still fairly young. The internet hasn't been around for long. And I was thinking about it. When I was born, barely anybody knew about the internet. When I was little, I knew nobody who would say, I found this on the internet today, it's so cool. I knew nobody. When I was probably maybe like 4 or 5, my dad gave me the chance to check it out because we did have that AOL online dial-up thing.
Don't use the phone, I'm on the internet.
Pretty much. So I would have to ask my dad for help. And he would be like, okay, just no one get on the phone. And then, you know, I was really little.
My favorite thing was, though, listening to the noise it
Yes.
made when you picked up the phone and you were on the internet.
But just
it was the best noise ever.
We had to deal with that. We had to listen to that noise. They don't. So you
Yeah.
think about that. You couple it up with the fact that...
like, technology has had, like, a boom in our lifespan. Because I think about it, music players, like, the simplest thing, I've used cassette players, I've used CD players, I've used MP3s, and now iPods.
Yep.
So, like, it's just, like, we've been through it all. Like, VHSs to DVDs to
I don't know if you
whatever.
saw, like, that somebody tweeted something, and somebody posted it because it was just really ridiculous. She posts that she finds this phone, and it's, like, a really old 90s phone, you know. It's the ones that we used to have, that have, like, the buttons that you have to press in order to...
It just had just the numbers and then answer and end call.
Yeah. So... She was like, I found this really old 90s phone and they had a hashtag. Twitter wasn't out back then. Why did they have this? And I'm like, wow.
No.
No way. No way. Like, I didn't believe the fact that she didn't understand why there was something
a pound sign.
I was like, really? What? Like, is it really that confusing for the generation to understand why that was made? It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I looked at that and I was like...
I mean, I guess that could also attribute to our adaptability in a way, because I guess we grew up with changing technology.
We did.
So, I mean, in a way, it's not that it hasn't slowed down, but it hasn't been released as boom, boom, boom. You know, like, it's a more controlled release with technology.
For us, it was. For us, it wasn't so much as quick. We were growing with the technology. So I think that's why, and the same goes for video games. We were growing with the video games.
Yeah, like they were just kind of finding their feet.
Yeah, so a lot of kids don't understand, you know, the Super Nintendo.
Why doesn't this have better graphics?
Like I saw somebody complain about a Nintendo game, you know, really old Nintendo game, and they're complaining, going, these graphics suck. And somebody else was like, no shit, Sherlock. It was made in the 80s. What do you want? Yeah. But, I mean, if you think about it, we grew with all that technology. It's just as old as we are. Maybe a little bit older. I think video games have been, like, 20...
Yeah,
they're, like,
we
26
were
right now?
born a bit after the whole start of the actual stuff.
Yeah. I think they're like 26 right now, or 27, maybe around 28, I'm not sure. But in the 20s. They're not that older than us. So they're still in their prime. I mean,
yeah.
They're growing faster than a telephone is.
Yeah.
Think about how long the telephone's been out. Now people are barely using home phones.
It's true, like, how many times have I said, if it's important, they'll call my cell?
Yeah. I mean, we don't use... The only reason we have a home phone is because we need it for the alarm system. That's the only reason. If we didn't need it for the alarm system, we'd get rid of it. We can't, but we...
Yeah, like,
we
actually, in my old house, like, my mom was, like, thinking it would actually be cheaper to just cancel the home phone service.
Mm-hmm.
Which it would, but now that we're living in this house, we have, like, a gate system, so people need to call the gate, which calls our house, so, like, we kind of need it.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, you think about it, and you're like, how many times have I used the house phone since, you know, I got this cell phone or this thing?
Yeah. I mean, how many people use, like, public phones anymore?
Oh, my God. I haven't seen anybody ever use a payphone.
I mean, like, unless it's, like, an emergency, not many people actually use it.
That's why I think they still want to keep payphones.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's always nice, like, just in case, like, your phone's dead, you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, the closest thing is a gas station phone.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta stay safe, but a lot of people prefer not to. I mean, that's their loss, but a lot of people have issues using those kind of phones now.
Mm.
It's sad, but that's the way it goes. You have to watch generations grow up. But I've seen kids type. Terrible. The fact
broke through it.
Was that glowstone?
No, it wasn't.
No? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen kids type. They are not good. And for people who are on the...
My brother's almost as slow as my mom in typing.
Which, again, it's ridiculous.
Like, he's maybe written a paper 3 times in all of his high school time, like, life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like, you think about
and all 3 times I've helped him.
Really?
I've had to sit there and be like, okay, you press enter to go to the next space. Like, it's really bad. I don't know, maybe my brother's a bit dumb. I love you, but I don't think he watches these videos, so it's fine.
Every time you go out, you just see them on their cell phones. They don't look up or make eye contact.
I do that if I'm alone, because I get nervous and I'm just like, I don't want to make eye contact with anyone.
You have a different situation as well.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. But, you know, if there were somebody sitting there and you two were alone, you know...
I mean, the way everything is now, it kind of sets up for less human interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
definitely. And that's been the argument for years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The more, like, I guess depending on how everything goes, the more technology there is, the less, like, human interaction in general. Because a lot of the times I'll make a phone call to some company and, like, a machine answers. Like, I just have to press the numbers. I don't have to talk to anyone.
Which is nice for, you know, people like me and people like you. But you have a better time with technology than I do.
Yeah, like, the other day I received a phone call and I answered it, and it was it was a recorded voice of, like, this girl trying to sell me health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to tell her, I'm busy, I'm going to class, and it was a machine and I couldn't even tell. Like,
that's a little tough.
I was so dumb. I was like, please. And I hung up and I felt bad. But
I can't take this. Well, I think we've hit the hour mark for this episode. I think that's about it for us here right now.
Okay, we got deep into stuff.
So that's it for this episode.
Yeah, we did as much as we could because I'm sorry, Corey, I left my controller, but
yeah, it's okay.
You did good.
Yeah, so we're beginning the basic look for the
bedroom.
The bedroom. I hate to tell you, but this is going to be a really low... This is going to be a really low ceiling.
It's fine. We're going to sleep. We're not going to party. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Do we party in the bedroom? Do we party in the kitchen?
This could be a good width for the hallway. Or
yes.
Yeah, I like this for the hallway. Okay. Well, we'll continue building it next time. So be sure to tune in. Nickole, would you like to add anything?
I love you all.
She loves you all.
Talk to people. Smile to someone today on the streets. You can make their day.
Send a smile. If you have anything you want to tell us, leave it in a comment. If
#Siren Studios also exists.
Yes, if you want to send out some fan art, or if you want to send out something on the other social media sites.
I have eyes everywhere.
Nickole is in charge of all that good stuff. Leave a like on this video if you want more.
Don't forget to follow us on Tumblr, like us on Facebook.
Subscribe.
Most importantly.
Up. And, okay, we'll see you guys later. So...
Bye.
Bye, Nickole.
Bye, Corey.
Okay.